Hey guys, welcome to the first episode. You're hanging on the Trust M podcast, and I hope you're as excited to listen as I am to talk about insanity. So, first of all, if you're hanging on YouTube, can we just talk about this awesome mug? I just got done telling Devin that I feel like it's very important, even if we're just podcasting and you're only listening, that I describe my beautiful mugs for you just because I'm pretty much obsessed with them. So I have the cutest little pink piggy mug, and it brings me all the joy in the entire world. Anyways, back to regular scheduling programming. So I was literally sitting around and like, okay, so what do we want to talk about? What do we want to have this conversation about? Because we're doing it once a week. And we were brainstorming just fun ideas. And I just felt like firsthand we needed to talk about pizza. And I feel like I'm going to get just all of the negative feedback about that. They're going to be like, well, this girl probably should eat a couple less. And I'm going to be like, thanks, no thanks for your opinion. Because I am very serious about pizza. And if you are friends with me, you know this. Because I will go to the mat over New York pizza. Like it's just a fact of my life. Legitimately, New York pizza is the best. And I will argue this till I'm blue in the face. And there are very few things in life that I'm like, like as I just stand by this like feeling of, like everyone's entitled to their opinion. Not with this. You were just wrong. New York pizza is literally the best. And I can't even sit here and be like, and my favorite New York pizza is, because there's so much good New York pizza. And I feel like if you're getting it anywhere else, you are just sorely, sorely missing out. It's just one of those things. And I feel like we will just have many a conversation on here about my love for New York pizza. So I need you to know that going in, that this is a thing we will never, never not argue about. If you're like, no, actually, I live in Wyoming and the pizza there. No, ma'am, I'm not interested. Not interested. I'm also really just like on my heart this week. I'm thinking a ton about a article I read. So I saw this article that was literally it's claim to fame that even though for years and years the fashion industry has been talking about how like our models need to be super stick thin. This article is claiming that in reality men are actually looking for something different. And I felt like I was looking at like the comments at the bottom because it was like an online article. It's all these people like, yeah, plus size empowerment. Blah, blah, blah. And like, while I am very much like, hey, this is my body and it is what it is. Please, I didn't need your commentary on it. I'm also very much feeling like they still completely missed the mark. Like, is it just me, or in 2021, why are we still pinning people against each other? Like, why is the conversation the fact that one is better than the other, when we know we have beautiful women on both sides of that spectrum just trying to make it through everyday life? Why are we pinning? Why are we saying all men or all women like A or B? Like, can we just stop? Can we stop doing that? I think I was even more irritated because we're just trying to flip the script again. I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. And I'd love to know, if you're on any of my platforms, what do you think about this? Do you feel like we need to pick a side, or do you feel like, no, everybody's kind of here and figuring it out and finding their comfortability with their body and all the things, and we just need to just let everybody kind of just live their life? I don't know. And that may be the social worker in me coming out, but I just read it and I was like, really, we're still doing this. Okay, awesome. It's just one of those things, guys. I don't get it. I also just feel like it just makes it really hard for us to shop. I know for me and with the boutique, like I'm just really adamant about all of my pieces having a variety of sizes and models, at minimum 3, because I think there's some real just truth to even just shopping on a website and seeing people who look similarly to you wearing those clothes. I mean, is that not what we're doing when we're looking at people wearing them on a website? We're trying to see what it would look like on us. And I don't know. I feel sometimes like I'm very alone in that in the boutique world, because there's so many boutiques that are showing up and they're like, we are plus size positive, we carry plus. And then they have 3 shirts and a pair of stretchy shorts that go up to 2X, and everything else fits small, medium, large. And I'm looking at it like, okay, what about the girls who are extra small? What about the girls who are wearing the actual curvy sizes? Where do they get appreciation? Where do they get supported? I don't know. It's just a constant struggle. And I also understand the side of it of like trying to find vendors. If you've never owned a boutique, it's the hardest part of my job. Finding items that not only come in all sizes, but are actually made for a variety of sizes, and just being able to keep expanding on both sides of the spectrum so everybody feels like there's something for them. I think there's so much truth in that feeling. I know it feels awful when I've tried to shop in the past and just nothing was made in my size. I've walked into these really, really cute women's boutiques and there's no clothes for me. And I just feel terrible. And I know that's not just a plus size girl thing. That's an every girl thing. That's a tall girl thing. That's a short girl thing. That's a I wear extra, extra small and size 0 thing. Like it's across the spectrum. Therefore, it's a big enough problem that I feel like we need to be fixing. And I'm just not sure how we missed the mark on that. I don't know, y'all. I also wanted to just get a little real. I mean, if you've been hanging with me in our Facebook, Instagram community, you know that I just am the worst when it comes with pronunciation. I guarantee you more than once you will hear me trip over my words just doing this. And okay, so let me rewind this a little bit. So when I was a kid, I actually ended up having to work with like a therapist to slow my speech down. Like it was one of the things that we worked on. And it was like practicing taking deep breaths. And I don't really know where it came from because it was never like I wasn't heard at home. Believe me, they heard me. I yelled the loudest. But I always feel like, or I always used to feel like I had to rush all of my words out as quickly as possible. And then my brain, while I was spewing out those words, my brain was like already on to the next thing. So it just all comes out in jumble. And I still do it, even though my speech has seriously slowed. Like if you're listening to me in another part of the country and you're like, this is slow Emily talk. Is she for real right now? It is. It very much is. But they just come out wrong. And I'm the one who like, I can't just like trip over the word. I have to say something really awkward instead. Like we've been live and I don't even want to think about things that I've accidentally said. And they always end up come out like really sexually. Like I don't know how that works, but it's so freaking true. Like literally I will be showing clothes and I'll be like, nope, that was not the word. And of course, Devin will be like hysterically laughing. And I'm turning bright red and trying to move forward, and everyone's laughing. And I'm just like, can I just not be the most awkward person in the room? Maybe, yes, possibly. Because it's very much a common occurrence for me. And I'm just curious, are you like that? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments. Are you somebody who trips over their words? Are you like me and you're like, I'm just trying to show up in the world and I'm the most awkward human around? Because it's definitely the identity that I pick. All right, y'all. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to chit chat. Thank you so much for hanging for the first ever Trust M podcast. I appreciate you and your gorgeous face. We'll see you, or you'll hear from me next week.